and stuff you don't. It's the Ben and Bren Show.
This is a hot room.
Oh, yeah.
Just a lot of hot energy in here.
So much sex. It's oozing from the wall.
Noah, welcome.
Noah Davis.
Noah Davis.
Welcome.
That's me.
Also, before we start, happy birthday, Benny. Benny's
you.
34 today.
To you. Yeah,
Yes.
that's iconic. How old? 24, right?
34.
Oh,
Yeah.
Close though.
I've been
Old.
telling everyone 24, so I won't correct it. It's fine.
I am old, but it's okay. I've
No,
accepted
you're a
it.
spring chicken.
Yeah.
You're a spring chicken.
Like
The
your
world is your.
purse.
Yeah.
Look
let's,
at that.
Let's get a view of it. Yeah.
Get into this, first of all, to the viewer. Let me tell you something. Okay, this purse, right, is from Amazon. The first time I purchased this purse, it was $13.99. And then I posted it on the internet, and of course it went viral. Now,
Yep.
when the first one goes to shit, I have to go buy another one. Guess how much it is?
How much?
$24.99. So,
Damn.
Jeff Bezos, I
100%
did that.
They owe you
So,
a check.
fuck you.
Should
Also,
be giving it to for free.
But
Yeah,
I'm on my
right.
third one. I'm on my third one, you guys. So, because they're so
they good
cheap that I
quality?
have to keep. No, they're terrible quality, but it's part of who I am at this point.
Yeah.
So I can't not have the chicken purse.
Yeah.
You also got
Yeah.
the
It's part of the whole character.
You have the Stanley
of
Cup,
the
which
individual.
is a big deal for the kids now, right? Yeah. Yeah.
One thing about me is I'm on trend.
Always.
Finger on the pulse. Yeah. Because
I-
how old are you, Noah?
I'm the pulse. Their fingers are on me, honey. What?
How old are you?
I'm 24.
Okay.
I'm about
yeah,
to be 25.
You're young. You're a young
Ancient.
boy. Yeah.
Ancient quarter. I'm preparing for my quarter life crisis. I'm like, what's it gonna be?
Oh,
Like,
it's
I don't
coming.
know. Like,
Yeah.
it could be anything at this point. I'm really excited to find out.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you have any like predictions of what it might be?
Yeah.
A manic episode, perhaps.
Right.
A big one.
Yeah.
A social one. A public one. Could be fun. I don't know.
Sounds
It could
exciting.
be fun, but also
Like a
career
breakdown?
damaging. Yeah, who knows?
Nice.
I feel like everyone's having them these days, and it looks so fun. It
For
does.
sure.
Praying for their mental health. You look like you're having a very good time spreading everyone's tea and lies on the
Yeah,
internet.
and it's
like,
also like it's like a 2-in-1 because it's also a growth period.
Right.
It's like
right.
you're
I'm a new
breaking
person after
down,
this.
but you're like getting better.
It's like I'm gonna
through
say
your
everything I've been
breakdown.
dying to say for the past like 8 years, and then like I'm gonna come back and be like, sorry you guys, that was a lot. I know. I hope you can forgive me for everything I've said.
Yeah,
I'm doing
it's
better
easier
now.
to ask for forgiveness than
Yeah.
permission.
Yeah.
And people
So-
will be sympathetic because you'll be like, I was mentally ill.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Exactly.
What do you
Well,
want me
yeah,
to do?
I mean, that's how I am all day, every day anyways. So I feel like at this point I've said it all. There's not really much I can say that people are going to be like, that's weird from him.
Yeah.
You know, everything is like, oh, that makes sense.
There's a lot of shit I want to say about just like this election cycle because I watch politics like 3 hours a day. There's just a
Wow.
lot of shit that I wish I could scream at people, but
Uh-huh.
I just don't. I used to post everything on Facebook, every single thing that I thought.
Got
and
to.
It's just, at a certain point, I'm just like, this is not
It loses its luster after a while.
right.
Yeah,
You know?
Facebook isn't the volatility
stop
in
getting mad.
Facebook.
Yeah.
I feel like isn't there as much anymore.
No.
Like there was a
Right.
good period like during COVID where it was just like
Well, the ones who were absolutely
Madness.
ravenous on there have probably passed.
Yeah.
You know, COVID
Died
got
of
him.
COVID. Yeah.
COVID got him. And you know what? That's okay because I do miss them. I must say I do miss going on Facebook and
Yeah.
seeing the most asinine thing I've seen in a while
did
every
give a
single
good
day. I miss
dopamine
it. I
surge.
do. But also I'm like, you know what? The world is healing. You know, the world is healing. I saw a kid on Instagram the other day, 12 years old, being funny.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Whoa.
that's
Yeah,
big.
that's a change.
That's
That's a
really
change,
big.
yeah.
Usually the kids are just like not funny anymore. They're just mean,
Right.
mean
Yeah,
spirited
right.
and hateful. This one was funny, and I'm like, that's crazy. Haven't seen that in a minute.
Right.
yeah.
Well, I feel like kids have grown up now with phones in their hands. They're exposed to things
Right.
more than I mean, I'm speaking for more so us than you because you're 10 years plus younger than we are.
A baby.
But like, we didn't have. I mean, we had MySpace when we were like 13.
I did love some MySpace.
Yeah.
Whoa, that
Did
was
you-
that.
we're
Wait,
that
what
old,
year was
Noah.
MySpace? What year did MySpace start?
Oh,
2000. I mean, early
05
2000s.
maybe?
No, way
No.
before
Yeah,
that.
I'd
Way
say
before that.
one
Early
or two,
2000s.
maybe.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
I was
Shut
on it
up.
like
I can't
03,
even remember.
04.
I was 3.
Oh, 05 was Facebook ish. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you were
he went to
born
Harvard.
in
99.
Wow.
99 is a fucking dope year.
99. I mean, that's what I've heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I entered the world.
Yeah,
It had to
yeah.
have been a sickening
Christened
one,
it.
girl.
You don't even remember 9/11. I mean,
I
it's
don't.
no. Yeah,
I
we
don't
were
remember that.
I was in 7th grade. Saw it on the TV. It was
Girl.
big
Gag.
big deal.
Gagarella. You know what? I think it's like kind of. No, 9/11 is a gag. I think it's. I really do. I think it's so gaggy that, like, you know, if something like that were to happen today, it's like we know about it in 0.5 seconds
Right.
because
Yeah.
boom, bang, bang, it's right there. I
Right.
can Google it's on Twitter. Like,
Right.
I can't escape that shit. But it probably took some people like multiple days
Sure.
to learn to like find out about
Sure.
that.
Yeah.
We're still finding out about it.
We're still
Got some
finding out about it.
Good
We
I
love a
love a
conspiracy
theories,
conspiracy
right?
We love a good
theory.
rabbit
Yeah.
hole.
I
Yeah.
love a conspiracy
I
theory.
watched-
Aliens.
Oh, absolutely.
Anybody?
for sure.
Have you ever
for
seen the
sure.
Bob Lazar documentary?
Who?
Bob Lazar. You should look. You should
Bob
look this up
Lazar. Who
on
is he?
Netflix.
Tell me
He
more.
worked for, like Area 51 years ago. I'm probably butchering this. It's been a while since I've seen the documentary, but was fired. Lots of shit. He talked about like literal bodies that were not human, like a not some whack job. This guy's been claims have been like validated by a lot of people, and it's very interesting. Yeah.
that's
Also,
crazy.
just watched. They came out with another Alex Jones. They came out with the Alex Jones documentary the other day on HBO. You know Alex Jones?
I
Conspiracy
don't think I've,
theorist?
like, yeah, I don't think I've ever. Like,
Oh, somebody
whose
calling
phone is
us.
that?
is
Oh, somebody's calling
Is it
us.
somebody important?
Couldn't be. More important than you?
It's the
Hell no.
president.
okay. That's still go. Okay, cool.
It's like my physician could have like called and I would have answered it just to see if there was like content there. You know what I mean? Hey, doc.
Tell
we're
us
on
the
pod. What's
results.
up?
Yeah, tell us the results.
Yeah.
No,
make it
so-
something good.
So Alex Jones, they did a documentary about. I just watched it the other day. It's on HBO. Alex Jones is a massive conspiracy theorist.
Okay.
You would get a
Infowars.
kick out of Alex
Isn't
Jones.
didn't am I
he's
making this up or did he
crazy.
get like kicked off of Twitter or something?
Yeah,
He got kicked off of like
YouTube.
everything.
Yeah,
good.
he denied the Sandy Hook shooting that
good.
happened like 10 years ago
Okay.
in like Connecticut, and
That's always
All-
a good stance to have.
right, all of like was saying, and there's so many conspiracy theories that he's held like over the years that have been like
Just
crazy.
insane.
But this like actually damaged a lot of families. They got like death
Yeah.
threats from like right wing people that follow him. It's mostly like right wing crazy
Oh, the
batshit
families of,
crazy.
of victims?
yeah,
Yeah.
they were
No.
being
Well, there was
harassed
a
for
big
years.
lawsuit that the families won, and he owes like hundreds of
Hundreds of millions of
Ooh,
dollars.
and he
Yeah.
ain't got that. He sounds broke.
He
to
does
me.
not have it. He sells. He's like a snake oil salesman. He sells like these supplements and stuff. And like,
I mean, he's got a big subscriber base
Yeah.
amidst that community, so he definitely
good
He
for
sounds
you
like
for
a
net-
4chan guy.
Good for you for yes. That
A what
it's that
guy?
level shit.
Okay.
The
I just like
4chan
he sounds like the type of person you would see on. I don't even really know what 4chan is, but I know that
Oh,
his type are
4chan,
there.
yeah.
I know that's where they
100%.
gather.
The
That's
4chan is the
totally-
QAnon stuff.
That's totally
I like,
his world.
So actually, I do feel there's part of me that feels really good about like staying out of it and like
Yeah.
keeping my peace, and then there's another part of me that feels like I should be up to date. But also, like at this point, it's like a lot of things in the world. I'm sorry to say, I'm not gonna fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not the one,
Yep.
babe.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't remember literally anything from more than a year ago. Like I to put new shit
erased.
in there, something has to go.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I don't know anything. I really don't. I know what I do. I know music and
Yeah.
and I know music and be gay.
Right.
Like those are the two things I know. And it's just like I'm not the one. You don't want my political commentary,
Right.
Because it's not.
I think it would be
educated.
great, though.
First of all, like why do you want to hear from me if it's not educated? Second of all, I'm not gonna fix it. So I'm gonna mind my business. I'll listen to the bitches to tell me where to donate. I'm gonna send my donation and go about my motherfucking day.
Right.
yeah, you take care of what you're good at.
Yeah.
And then you
I can only do what I
outsource
can
the
do.
rest. Yeah.
Writing
100%.
songs about big fucking asses. That's kind of
Straight
what you
up.
do.
I
Yeah.
mean, like,
Which
someone
is great,
has
by the
to.
way.
Yeah.
Someone has to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
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 I'm just saying.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
people who are activists and there's people who are astivists, and I am an astivist. I think that providing that joy to people is
Right.
integral to these
Right.
types of situations.
No, I mean a good ass is priceless.
Hard to come by.
From the dawn of time,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
people have been appreciating a good rum.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Way better than
Primal.
9/11.
Yeah.
You know?
Way
For
better
sure.
than
Asses
Sure.
over 9/11 all
For
day.
sure.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
everybody could get behind that. What was the original idea for that song? Like, when were you like, I'm gonna write a song about some big fucking asses?
You know, I don't know. Everything in my life low-key starts as a joke. So I feel like, I don't know exactly, but I feel like I was with my roommate J-Bach, and something was probably said about a fat ass, and I probably said, "Oh my God, it's like I have such a big fucking ass. It's crazy." And he probably replied with something like, "Yeah, like look at that big fucking ass." And I'm like, "Oh my God, like look at my big fucking ass." And he was like, I specifically remember after the whole, like, however the chorus happened, he was like, "I got a bachelor's degree in fat assery," and I said, "Shut the fuck up."
Yeah.
Okay, get your notes app out right now.
Yeah, what are you
Okay,
doing?
we have a hit to make.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
think you
really
understand.
good. It's
Yeah.
really good.
So
yeah.
then I called on my boys and I was like, "Listen, we have a stellar idea." I actually sent an email that was like, "Hey all.
Yeah.
Need to write a song called Big Fucking Ass. It's gonna be a smash. It's the best song ever conceptualized. So I'm gonna need this group of people to like clear a day for the calendar." And everyone, like management involved with everyone involved, replied back. It's like, "This is my favorite email I've seen."
I was gonna
Right.
say, like, this
And I
is
was
the
like-
email everybody wants to receive.
Yeah, I think I opened it with "Look at my big fucking ass," and it was like, "We have to write this song." Da 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 da.
Amazing.
So that was good. And then
Did you have a team of people that worked with that on you, or is that?
I work with two producers like
Gotcha.
on most everything. Their names are Matt Foray and Austin Armstrong. They're literally so sickening. They are just like so talented. Anything I ask for, they can do. Like they know no limits. So I hit them up and I was like, "Oh my God, me and Johnny like came up with this idea. Like we have to get in and do it." And they're like, "Of course." So it was quick and it was easy
Awesome.
because they know the vibes. They
Yeah.
know the vibes.
And then just conquered the internet with it.
Yeah, it's been doing, you know what? It's crazy to me. Like when TikTok music promotion was like, or Instagram music promotion was first like a thing.
Right.
If you had like a video with like 1 million views on it, girl, your song was getting streams,
Right,
mama,
right.
like streams. And it's so funny now. Like I have like 4 or 5 videos of that song with 1 million views.
Yeah.
And like it's streaming, it has an okay amount of streams, but
Yeah.
definitely not what.
It's avocado falling on the roof from the avocado.
Okay,
tree.
first of
I was
all,
like,
that
I was like, are the dogs on the roof?
It's an avocado. Insert that meme. If it's an avocado.
Yes, yes.
Thanks. That was crazy. What was I even saying?
Big fucking ass, the streams.
So it's crazy that the streams just like don't equate. But yeah, they seem to be loving it online. I don't know.
Yeah.
We purposefully added in those like meme moments into the song as like samples, I guess, because I don't know. I feel like we're in that part of culture where those memes are just as big of culture as like music was
For
like,
sure.
from those times too. Like people remember memes just as much as they remember a favorite song, or just as much as they remember, you know,
Yeah.
stuff like that. It's just culture. So we're like, I don't feel like anybody has really done that the way we did it. So I was like, this is fun. This is a good idea. We've got to put a couple memes in here.
Nice.
And
Yeah,
so it's
you're
cool.
like, you've got that shit on lock.
Yeah.
Like
I
you
try.
know how to.
Were you always like a R&B fan growing up, or hip hop?
Yeah,
or like,
I like grew up on. Don't sue me, Chris Brown. I'm
Absolutely,
sorry.
yeah.
So sorry. Treat women better.
Yeah.
I grew up on Chris Brown. He's an amazing singer.
Right,
like
for sure.
Just the vocals are crazy. So like big influence for me. Justin Bieber growing up was more pop,
Yeah.
but then he like had his little R&B moment,
Sure.
which I was living for. Brian McKnight, Boys to Men,
Absolutely.
Whitney, Brandy, Monica, girl, you know, the girls.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's
yeah.
what I grew up listening to. But then when I moved here, everyone was like, "Oh, well, because of who you are and the way you look and da 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 da, you need to do ballads. Like you can be like Adele."
Okay.
And it was like low key, like them being like, "Well, you don't look right, so you need to sound really pretty, and the best way to do that is to sing ballads." So like so many people would tell me to do ballads. Then I made my first like R&B record, and I was like,
Yeah.
nah,
Yeah.
y'all,
'Cause
y'all
you can-
about to be sick of me.
'Cause
You're gonna
y'all
be sick of me.
You can run and do all that. I mean, that's like your riffs and everything.
That
are
was like my
super
favorite
clean.
part
Yeah.
of the music growing up. Like that's the parts I would
Right.
like listen back to. Like, how did they do that? That was so like impressive to me. Like
Right.
just as a listener,
Right.
That I was like, I want to learn how to do that. And also like my whole family is musical, but it wasn't like I was like singing since like 2. You know,
Right.
some of these girls are out here like mic in hand, like performing for their family at 4 years old.
Right.
That was not me.
Right.
You could not get me on a stage. You couldn't get me to sing in front of somebody if my life depended on it
Right.
till I was like 12 or 13.
Okay.
So even as a like 9, 10, 11-year-old, definitely probably could have sang well if I tried, was too scared to do it. So like in my room, like, or in the car when I turned 16 and got my own car, like those moments where I was just like listening to music alone and like could just belt it and sing as loud
Yep.
as I wanted to and nobody could hear.
Yep.
Like I would always go back to those songs. I'm like, I want to sound like that. Like I want to be able to do that. So
Yep.
that's
I
like-
feel the same about that too. That was sort of that way for me. I grew up playing piano mostly,
Yeah.
and then sort of started singing later. But yeah,
it's
that was
I
a
don't
big
know,
deal for me too. The
freeing,
car,
being able to
the
just
car
sing
singing.
when nobody can hear you.
Exactly.
And that's
Yeah.
what was like made me want
Yeah.
people to hear me. So it's like, oh, like wait,
Yeah.
I kind of sounded good. Oh,
We
wait.
just watched your American Idol video.
Scary.
Yeah, I was on a show the same year that you
What
were. I was
show?
on the 4.
Oh my god, that
Diddy
fucking show.
Yeah,
That
Diddy's
show is great. No Diddy. Listen.
Yeah, he's in a lot of trouble right now.
Listen.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so what's the tea? What's the Diddy tea?
There's a lot.
Because
There's
he
a
got
lot.
his motherfucking houses raided.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes.
I saw a video of him prancing outside the Miami airport like a motherfucking homeless
Stressing.
person. So
Stressing.
his one phone that they didn't take left, he was calling the ops.
Yeah.
Like, rain down, sir. He needed help. Okay. He was really pulling every string, and they were like, "Sorry, Diddy.
Right.
We can't be. Not today.
Yeah,
Not right
man.
now. So I need to know the real tea. Like I need the documentary. I know it's only been a couple days, but I need the documentary.
I'll
right
send
now.
you.
It's
I'll
getting
send
worked
you. There's
on.
an NPR article that they released a few weeks ago that is a timeline of every year that shit has happened.
Oh,
And
see,
it's extensive.
I've seen that.
Okay,
I
yeah.
want to know post raid tea.
Oh,
okay?
yeah.
I need to
Yeah.
hear from the feds. List it out.
Yeah.
What's
What was
been
in there?
happening the
What was in the
day-to-day?
basement?
Yeah.
Did he have a weird sex room? I need to know.
I feel like if anybody could get that information, it might be you. Yeah, you might be able to do it.
I could find it. All I need to know is that I bet Cassie is like sitting at her house right now, like
I hope so. I mean, I hope
relishing.
she gets her.
got his ass. Period, Cassie. You ate that.
Yeah.
I mean, the R. Kelly documentaries. This horrible just.
Did y'all see the Jared from Subway documentary?
Yes.
I never saw
Yeah.
it.
He
my
was detained
God.
in the city that I was born in
Shut up.
Kentucky. They like caught him in that area or something, and he was in the Henderson County Jail, I believe. Don't quote me, but I believe that's right. He was detained in Henderson, Kentucky.
First of all, there's no way you were very fat, sir, and there's no way you got that skinny from eating just Subway. So I don't believe that. You're from the get-go, you're a liar. I don't believe
the
you.
foot-long sweet onion chicken teriyaki only has 800 calories, so he could have,
Okay,
I'm a
but
Subway man.
The odds aren't in his
you're
favor.
eating what do you eat? You can't just eat one sandwich a day and call
Right,
it quits.
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was a big motherfucker. Anyways, so
Yep.
first of all, I don't believe you. Second of
Yeah.
all, why are you weird? Why are you weird?
Weird. Why are
Second
you
of all,
weird?
that poor lady who had to get all that information.
Yes.
Oh my God.
How sick.
How
yeah.
sick and twisted of them to
Yeah.
make her do that.
Yeah. Do
Fuck
you know about
you.
this, guys?
No,
Yeah.
not
It was
really.
this.
I mean, I know there
It
was
was
like
this
some
woman
scandal
that like
happened.
had to be sick with him to like pretend on the phone to like get all the details about all the kids that he was like, or all the. Like,
She just had to
porn.
get. She had to get basically audio recording evidence of
Yeah.
him planning to
yeah.
do something, and then because the whole tea was she was hosting. A friend of hers was hosting a party for a young child.
Yeah.
And she was trying to get him to admit that he wanted to do something with a child
Right.
at this party, then cross a state line.
Right.
And to with intention to act on that, and that's like a crime. That's the
Right.
crime they would have got him on, crossing state lines with the intention of
Because
da-da-da.
did he actually diddle some kids, or was it
I
mostly
think
just
yes.
porn?
I think he absolutely did.
It was,
Oh,
Or
yes.
some catch
It's been
catch
a
a
while
predator shit.
Because
Yeah.
well, he was going across the country doing the
Right.
whole like eat healthy thing for like targeted at
Yes,
kids, and that was the
yes.
whole tea.
Ugh.
Why she felt so uncomfortable and made the call in the first place is that his job was working with kids.
Right.
So she's like, "There's something weird going on here,"
Yep,
and
yep.
and they're like, you need to get more out of him.
Yep.
But that's just fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That is
Yep.
crazy.
I don't
I
understand
love a
how, like,
documentary.
people are serving their kids up to Jared from Subway. I mean, like Michael
Yeah.
Jackson, you know,
Right.
like kind of understand, you know, like, okay, I want my kid to be really famous.
Yeah.
What kind of leverage or power does Jared from
Yeah.
Subway have? What is he
Right.
going to
Really.
give you?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
he was
a big star.
figure at the time.
Those commercials.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
no,
was,
there was somebody like he was making millions of
Yeah.
dollars a month off of those commercials, and there was like a time like he was at the ball drop, like hosting a ball drop or like
Wow.
a huge like
Yeah.
televised event like that, something
Yep.
of that nature, was like hosting it because
Yep.
that's how popular he was.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
At the time.
dude was like everywhere on those ads back
Right.
in the day. Like he was like for
Insane.
sure.
And then they had people who were like the original Subway ad had like multiple people in it, and they had like people who were in that ad as well, like recount their experiences with him or whatever. It's a very interesting documentary, but I'm
Yeah.
like just obsessed with the documentary. Like I can't stop.
Yeah, this is a
We'll
documentary.
be great
podcast,
friends then.
basically.
Yeah, I've seen them all. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
which one's your favorite? Did you see the Wendy Williams?
Oh my god, I haven't watched Wendy yet.
It's like I wish there was more happening.
Yeah.
It honestly is just like a little. It's like a little sad.
it's sad. Yeah,
to watch.
she's got that
and
diagnosis.
it's not really a
now.
documentary. It's more so.
Yeah.
It's filmed like a reality television
Yeah.
show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which seems weird considering her condition. It's
A
not
little
like this is what's
exploitive.
happening with Wendy. This is what her life was. This is information about how she became Wendy Williams. Da da da.
Right.
It was more so her. Well, I don't have my money and I want my money, and
Yeah.
they canceled me. And then she's like, just it's hard to watch. But
Last night I watched
sounds
one on the Ocean Gate, the sub that was going to the
Oh,
Titanic that blew
how
up.
she-
Yeah, they just posted something on YouTube last night. Sometimes I get some documentaries that come across my YouTube algorithm. That was good.
Algorithm knows you well.
Oh, it does. It's just like
It's got you pinned.
it's fucking politics, and then like documentaries. That's it.
my timeline is shirtless men, shirtless men.
I mean, that's also
Food,
Brennan's.
Yeah.
food,
Yeah.
makeup.
Yep.
Okay, man in a wig.
Okay.
Lots of drag queen content.
Man in a wig.
Okay. Then, like, the occasional singer.
Yeah.
And then lots of mindless, absolutely brain rotting, makes no sense, who thinks this is funny memes.
Yeah.
And I find every single one of them hilarious.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
new funniest thing I've seen ever.
Aren't algorithms great though? I mean, really.
Instagram is scary. TikTok is losing me a little bit on
Yeah.
the algorithm. The
Yeah.
Instagram algorithm is genuinely terrifying to me.
Yeah.
Get out of my brain.
Right,
Okay.
right.
You want to be up in there for that long? You need to start paying rent. You get out of there. That's not okay with me. Why do you know that?
Yeah.
Truly.
And why do you?
Yeah, it's like
I
I
was
didn't
just
even
talking about that.
communicate anything.
And also scary, you can tap on one thing in your Explore page, and then all of a sudden they have 1 million posts that are
Yep.
genuinely exactly like it. How did you
Truly.
know I wanted to doom scroll this one particular, very niche, very specific subject for the next hour and 45 minutes?
My For You page or Explore page on Instagram is shirtless men.
Oh, yeah.
Shirtless men.
Gotta
Yeah.
be.
That's all it is. It's
Gotta
all
be.
it is.
Showing full peen.
And people
It's like,
working
what?
out. Yeah.
You know what's crazy too? The other day, somebody commented to me and said the worst thing ever that anyone has ever said.
Yeah.
It happens every day. And I commented back. I said, you are a loser.
Yeah.
You're a loser.
Yeah.
Nobody knows who you are.
Right.
You don't do anything. Your bio says used car salesman. Okay, that's embarrassing.
Right.
Get a life, get a hobby,
Yeah.
and get off my fucking cock.
Right.
Because you're riding the shit out of that thing.
Right.
Okay? Get off.
Yeah. Yeah.
My comment gets deleted, but his was like, you're a fat, disgusting piece of shit. I bet your
Yeah.
dad is ashamed to have you as a son. Da, da, da. His comment says that my comment gets taken down. Then
It's so horrible.
2 scrolls later, I can literally see through your gray sweatpants that you are cut, sir.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
And my comment got deleted. Your
Yeah.
dick is out.
Yeah.
Are
Yeah.
you kidding me?
Yeah, it is ridiculous.
The online bullying thing is just so
Crazy to
whack.
me.
Now I troll people like that deserve it, like horrible politicians. I'll be like, you're a devil.
Sure.
You're a demon.
Well, that's
so,
what you
I mean,
ask for.
You know,
when you're like,
Right.
being a politician and putting all your opinions out there like that.
What do you think? What do you guys think about this? Because I've heard some people, legislators, actually talk about this, and I think this is not such a bad idea. I think in the near future, they might require people on any social media media account to upload your ID and confirm your identity, and your screen name is your actual name and photo. You have to have a picture of your face, and it traces to your actual name, so that when you leave a comment, people know it's you. You can't hide behind some
The
screen
new
name.
verified.
No more anonymity.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean,
I
feel
think it's a
like-
great idea.
I think it takes the fun out of it, though. You know what I mean?
So you like too much accountability.
There's something really, really, really beautiful to me about
Yeah.
the relationship I have with Faceless
With your haters.
profile
Yeah.
user 8542731.
Right.
Okay? There's something beautiful about that relationship because you know what? He comments to me that I'm fat and ugly and disgusting. I make a video back reading him for dog shit.
Right.
I get my views. He
Yeah.
feels better about, he got his bullying fixed today.
It's a win-win.
I can take it.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
But if he's all anonymous and like his avatar is just like a transformer or like a muscle car, like how can you talk shit? It's harder, you know?
Yeah.
Sir, your whole page is muscle cars. Do you fuck the car?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
What
Nah,
are you
got
doing?
it. You got it. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You have it
I
covered.
can read anybody. Here's
Yeah.
the thing: is like, don't give me the opportunity because the library is always open.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna be reading.
You're really great at that. I mean, I've followed you for a little while now. I think since Benny had mentioned that you guys were friends, and I've seen you like people troll you and you troll them back and stuff, and it's
Because
like
it's easy. And here's the thing: I'm never gonna ever be mean to somebody like unprovoked.
Sure.
that is not my tea. That's not my swag at
Yeah.
all. Like, I'm not commenting on people's Instagrams mean things ever. My one thing I will comment mean things on is cooking videos that are bad. You know the bad cooking videos
Yeah,
where people
yeah,
just
yeah.
put terrible things in a pan and then taste it. I'll comment be like, this. Stop doing this.
Yeah.
Stop posting this. This is wrong.
You're
This is-
embarrassing yourself.
This is bad. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't like this. I don't like this shit.
Right,
Get
right,
it off
right,
my
right.
fucking page. So I do comment those things. But as far as to somebody, I'm not going to be mean
Right.
unless you're mean to me. And then at that point, it's like, I'm not doing it because I want to be mean to you or that I find it fun to be mean to you.
Right.
I mostly do it just to remind people that I am not one of those
Right.
punching bag type
Right.
bitches. Okay. Tread lightly.
Yeah.
Very carefully. Okay. Like I'm about to make a comeback comment to this one person who was like said some rude shit to me. He's
I
like,
love that
you're
you're ruminating on it. You're
no,
like, I'm
I have
about
it.
to.
I have it
plan.
saved in my draft so I can film later. He commented.
Wait for the
he was
right
like,
moment.
"You're disgusting and gay, and you're 360 pounds talking about sucking dick. That's why we don't like you."
Okay.
And I'm gonna reply back to the comment, be like, 315.
Yeah.
Okay. Except for last night, I was 316 when your father was inside of me. Play nice, right? Be very careful.
Yeah.
And so that type of shit is fun to me, and it's mostly just to let people know it's like I will say something. I'm going to
can't get
defend
to you.
myself
Yeah.
if I need to defend myself.
Right.
And I'm also not going to let you say some crazy shit to me and
Well,
let you feel like you hurt my feelings. No. You're never going to hurt my
Yeah.
feelings. I'll hurt yours, but
It's-
you're never going to hurt mine.
it's also just giving your own page and views ammunition.
Yeah,
was gonna
and
say,
people
people will
come
love
come
that.
to expect it from me
Right,
too.
yeah.
Like they'll
It's part of your brand now
Yeah,
at
it
this
is,
point,
and
yeah.
I try. Sometimes I do go a little too hard, I will say, but my comments get deleted a lot of the time when I comment back to people because I'm like, you're a stupid trailer park trash bitch.
Yeah.
You're ugly. That tramp stamp is trashy. Your kids are fugly. Okay.
Yeah.
Your house is fugly.
Yeah.
Everything about you is fugly.
Yeah.
Like I'll just go in because like, and these aren't just like people going like, I don't like your song. These are people
Mm-hmm.
like commenting like, you should go to hell and burn on the stake for being gay. Like I'll comment back these things to those people because they deserve it.
A lot
Yeah,
of conservative Trumpy people probably that are leaving these comments,
Yeah,
wouldn't you say?
And it's funny too because everyone else recognizes that as well. It's
Yeah.
like when I comment back to somebody, a few times people have been like, "Wow, like I've been reading your comments and it turns out like you're mean," and I'm like, "Yup,
Yep.
yup, I'm rude."
Yeah.
I'm rude and I'm mean. And I'm
Right.
from the South and I'm loud. Okay?
Yeah.
That's what you signed up for. And also, if you'll notice, all the comments have one thing in common. From a man with
Yeah.
Oakleys holding a bass in his profile pic. Okay?
Oakleys.
Don't play with me.
Yeah.
They're all coming from the same exact people. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm not an idiot.
Right.
If someone comes at me with some shit and they really feel a way about something I said, I can meet you with grace and we can talk about that. But
Yeah.
Oh, you're a popular boy. I can meet you with Grace and we can talk about that and we can do that. But if you're going to come at me crazy, girl, I am crazier.
Right.
Don't try it.
Right.
I'm going to eat you up every time.
Noah, how was, did you guys go to, you're both from Jonesboro or no?
No, so
But you're from another.
both from Arkansas,
from
but different
Arkansas.
corners.
Yeah,
You're like
we're
more
all Southern. Are you from the South?
No.
That's pretty lame. Where
I'm
you
from Dixon,
But Dylan's
Kentucky.
also family, so
Okay, that's
he gets
fine.
he gets the
You can
the
be an
southern
honorary
pass.
Southern girl.
Pass, yeah.
Yeah,
Actually, I
yeah.
did live in Memphis for 1 year. I went to kindergarten there.
Yeah.
That's hot.
So, yeah.
Okay, so you had a partially Southern education. That's a lot about this culture of the South as being stupid.
Yeah, they hit me with a ruler.
Of course they did.
Yeah, it was
I'm
insane.
surprised they didn't hit you with anything else.
Very, very
Just a
traumatic.
ruler?
Truly.
I'm still traumatized to this day. Just talked about it in therapy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Teachers would do crazy things.
corporal punishment for sure. Maybe he's still a thing in the South.
Yeah.
In the
I had a teacher one time who had a spray bottle on her desk and she would spray kids with it. And one time I went up to her desk and I was just like being cute and like, I was just being facetious and playing around. So I went up and like sat like the edge of my butt like on the corner of her desk. I was like, can I go to the bathroom? I need to go potty right now. And she was like, one of those teachers who did not want you to go to the bathroom during the middle of her class was just like, okay, like sorry that like my piss like didn't time up with when you think I needed to go piss. Like, fuck you. Anyways. So she's like one of those teachers and I'm like, can I go to the bathroom please? And she's like, no. And I'm like, I really need to go. And she was like, no. And I was like, please. And she sprayed me with her water. And at the time I was flabbergasted.
Yeah.
I was about to say, that was very audacious of you. So
like
and
when
I'm
you were
sorry,
standing
like,
there
I'm-
right in front of her
yeah,
and she just
squirted
like
me with-
spritzed you.
And it wasn't like a spritz, it was like a streamlined squirt.
It's gonna
Okay.
make you have to pee more, right? I mean, I
So
would really
I'm
have
like,
to pee.
that is
after
fucking
Yeah.
crazy. My first reaction, and to this day, I look back and I think this is so funny that I did this. I scooped that water bottle up and I squirted her in the face with it.
Absolutely. Absolutely did.
She sent me to the
Amazing.
principal's office, and he was like, "Okay, so what's going on?" Like the teacher said, like you're being disrespectful, like you're being insubordinate. And I'm like, "Oh, that's really crazy that she would say that because she squirted me in the face with water, which is a big no-no from me. I gotta say.
Yeah.
So I squirted her back.
It's kind of assault.
Uh-huh.
Well, it's also established like the I'm not gonna take this bullshit part of you.
I might be 12 and you might be a hideous bitch, but what we're not going to do right now is that, okay? Don't ever fucking
You
play
spray
with
me,
me
you're
again.
going to get sprayed back.
So he called her into the office and he was like, did you spray him with a water bottle? And she was like, and he was like, did you spray him with a water bottle? And she was like, I did. And he was like, you can't do that. You
Yeah.
can't do that.
No.
So she got her water bottle privileges revoked.
Yeah, when the water bottle comes out, whatever happens after the fact,
I'm
that's
sorry.
what you asked
She would
for.
She was a thrower. She would throw like a expo marker at you. She was an old lady too, though. She was a crazy bitch. I gotta say. I mean, looking back, it's kind of iconic of her. Like if I was a teacher, I would throw shit at the students too. Why are you being loud and annoying? Why are you
Truly.
asking me so many questions?
Yeah.
Why didn't you go to the bathroom in the 10 minutes you have between the last class and this class? I mean, all your questions are valid, but also, don't tell me what to do. I don't like that.
Yeah, I mean,
I have authority issues.
if you're gonna bring out the spray bottle, fine, but just be ready to get sprayed back.
Reap what you sow, queen.
Yeah.
Reap what you sow.
Yeah.
I got suspended from school twice, once in the 6th grade for sexual harassment of ladies.
Oh, wow.
Can you believe that?
What did you
What
do?
an arc. What a character arc we've had.
It was started
What
my
did you
villain.
do? Did you touch somebody's
story.
titty?
I did, and their butt. These 3 girls were, which we ended up being friends in high school. It was fine, but
Work.
They were teasing me for being gay.
Oh, no.
Which I was not out in the 6th grade.
Nobody
Come on,
is.
yeah. And so, but that was around the time where I was like, something's up, yeah. And
Yep.
they were relentless. They were
Okay.
mean girls, 3 of them. And they just
Wow.
kept insulting me and calling me gay. And so the only way that I could prove them that I wasn't was, of course, to sexually harass them, And so I like touched their butt and I'd go up to them and touch their titties or whatever. And it was all fun and games until the teacher overheard them like talking about it and giggling about it. And then I got in trouble and they didn't.
Okay, so what I hear is like they liked it.
Yeah.
were
they were not
experimenting.
offended when I did it.
Of
yeah.
course, because you were gay.
Yeah.
And
do you think they
were
knew that?
you in a glass? I was very much so giving glass closet. Like
What
I
is
was.
that? What do you mean?
You could see there was no. I was never in the closet. You could see
I
right
was
through it.
pretty. There was a lot of faggotry. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I was
yeah.
giving faggot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it was impossible.
I could cover it up a little bit because I mean my upbringing was pretty country, and I was trying to suppress it. I grew up in church and everything, so there was a little bit of masculinity that I can switch on, that to try to deflect. But yeah, no, they people knew. I knew. People knew.
Like, are you gay? I'm like, no, girl.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
What makes you think that?
But I
Where
got
did you get that
suspended. That
idea?
was the first time I got suspended.
Okay.
And
Was the second time also for sexual assault?
No, the second time was in high school, and I worked for the guidance counselor's office. When you're a junior or senior, in our school at least, you could like shadow or you could leave campus if you had enough credits and like work somewhere for half a day. And so I chose for 1 or 2 periods of the day I worked at the guidance office, and that's where in the computers all the main like grades are, and I just knew how to change them. And so I like changed my GPA up a little bit to like get into the right school because I was done with Kentucky. Like I was like, get me the fuck out of here. I got to go to a city. I moved to Memphis. I got a scholarship for piano to the University of Memphis.
Wow. Okay.
But before that, I was trying to get my grades up. And I changed it. And my friend at the time, we're not friends anymore for many reasons. This is one of them. Told on me because she got caught with weed in her car one day. And was like, well, Brennan's changing his grades in the computer.
Oh my God.
What does you being a little pot smoking bitch have to do with me needing to get into a better future?
She also was the one that outed me too.
Wow, this
everyone.
girl sucks.
Oh yeah,
Get
I
her
hate
on the
her.
pod.
What's her name?
Get her on the pod.
Whitney.
Whitney.
Yeah.
Fuck you. You stupid bitch.
Yeah, we had that was when we kind of severed ties in life.
I mean, valid.
Yeah.
That's some narc
I wish her well. I
rat
wish her
bullshit.
well now. I
don't.
But yeah.
You can. That's big of you.
It's hard to come back.
That's big of
from
you.
that.
I don't know her,
Yeah.
but I hope she's doing poorly.
That's some
It's
unforgivable.
hard to come back from that. But but it was really interesting because like I could have gotten expelled and like done with school.
Yeah, that's a big one.
My principal at the time, who everybody kind of thought was a lesbian.
Was she?
I think so.
Work lesbian.
I don't know.
principal.
I think
know
it's
that.
I think it's still a very closeted thing. But anyway, she was so very kind, and like I came in kicking and screaming into her office. I was like, I don't care what the fuck you have to say to me. I don't give a fuck about anybody here. I'll fucking kill myself. I was like seriously, like it was severe.
Like
I
when
was
straight
going
guys
through-
get broken up
That
with.
was my first mental breakdown. Yeah.
And
And
very that.
I was like, fuck all of y'all, fuck this town, fuck everybody. I don't fucking believe in God. I don't fucking care about any of this shit. And
She was like,
she
"Calm
was
down,
trying to calm
honey."
me down. Yeah, her name was Carolyn.
Of course. It was like,
classic.
listen, baby.
Listen, baby. Yeah. But she was so nice in that she knew what was happening in my life. Like she knew the reason why I was trying to like get my grades better and doing everything that I could to leave. And she was like, I could expel you, but that wouldn't do you any good. And she was like, Brennan, you're very bright and talented, and you're gonna go far in your life, and that is obvious. I remember this so like almost verbatim, and she was
That's
just
so sweet.
and she was just like, I'm gonna suspend you because I have to. We have to do something, and we're gonna change your grades back to the way they were. Which, by the way, was like I went from like a 3.2 to maybe a 3.4 something. It wasn't like I wasn't stupid. I wasn't gonna go get a 4.0 and be fucking cum laude, whatever, valedictorian. But yeah, and to this day, like I got to thank her a few years ago. She was at a wedding of I played at
That's
back
sweet.
home.
Did she
and
look extra lesbian with age?
she still had her blonde, her blonde hair that was sort of down to shoulder length. No, nothing screamed. She was a lipstick for sure. If she is, I don't know.
Love that for
But
her.
I saw her a few years ago, and I got to thank her. I was like, hey. Thanks for what you did. And she didn't even, she was a principal for years, so
She'd seen more shit.
she'd seen a bunch of shit. But I was like, yeah, don't you remember? Like I changed my, okay. Thank you anyway. You were great, so it was kind of full circle. I was like,
That is
I'm
so
doing
funny.
good now. Thanks to you for not expelling me. But I was fucking done. I was like, I don't care what y'all do. I'll fucking hitchhike my way out of this town.
See, I was like almost the exact opposite. There was
Yeah.
like my first semester of college, I was like so depressed because I just like was like, oh, well, damn. Because like in my brain, it's like if something cool is gonna happen to you in your life, that's gonna like get you out. It's gonna be like when you're younger.
Oh,
like,
okay.
before like
Interesting.
before life sets in, before you
Yeah.
get to actually doing life. You know what I mean? So I was like, oh fuck, nothing happened. Like here I am. Damn, I'm gonna be.
Oh, but you're just beginning. You're just a
here
baby.
for forever. Like shit, I didn't make it out. That sucks. And then like my first semester of college is when I did Idol, and I was like, oh wait,
Yeah.
did it come just at the last minute? Okay, let's see.
So did you went to school in Arkansas?
I went to school for one semester. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Arkansas Tech.
Yeah.
What were you gonna study?
Heck yeah, Tech yeah.
Tech stuff.
No, I was my major that I declared was nursing, but
Yeah.
those squirrels are fucking fighting out
Yeah,
there.
they're going for
they
it.
go
They want
crazy.
the avocado.
Yeah.
Yeah, truly, they
Honestly,
love
too.
the avocados.
What was I talking about?
Nursing, tech
Nursing.
school.
I like literally have the worst case. I could be like a poster child for ADHD. Like put me on the side of the bottle, girl.
Yeah.
I was declared nursing as my major, but it was the first semester, so all my classes were just gen ed.
Yeah.
But I also like didn't go to them.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not doing that. That sounds dumb.
I mean,
boring.
but I feel like a tech school though is kind of the way to go now. Like people just need to specialize in what they want to do.
Yeah.
All this other 4
they
year
were known
bullshit.
big for like agriculture.
Yeah.
Agriculture and nursing were their two like big.
I mean, that's what you do
I
in
mean, that's
Arkansas.
the Southern
you either
way.
farm
Yeah.
or you're in medicine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the two.
It was crazy. I don't know. It was. I didn't go to my classes. I'm pretty sure I was like on academic probation like when I left,
Right.
because they were like, you can't, like if you don't like have this GPA the next semester, like what's the point of you being here, kind of thing. And I was like, oh, that's so tea. But then I was like, well, I'm leaving anyways. Juices gotta go. So I ended up dropping out of school like over the phone,
Yep.
Nice.
Los Angeles, because I was like on the show when I dropped
Yep.
out. I was like,
Nice.
sorry, like I can't tell you why. I
signed
signed an
an
NDA,
NDA.
and I can't really tell you what's going on, but yeah,
But it
it's
involves
big.
Katy
It's
Perry.
big. I'm a big star now, so I can't come to school anymore because I'm going to be very rich and very famous. So
Yeah.
fuck you, bye.
Well, good for you.
And you know what? These whores charged me $75 because I had my dorm room key. My mom had to go up there and like move all my shit out of the dorm room
course.
for me because I was literally not in the state. And they were going to charge me like a lot more money because I wasn't there to sign this document. But my mom called me. She's like, they're saying that they're going to like, you have to pay this, da 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 da. And I said, give her the phone. Give her the phone. Yeah. And she was like, and I said, listen here, I don't know whose boss you are, who's your boss. I don't really give a rat's fucking flying ass. But are you stupid? Are you dumb? Because it was a large number. It was like $700 or $800. I was like, my mom is not giving you any money. My mother's giving you no money. Do you understand that? That's my shit in a dorm that I paid for. Okay. Because mind you, I'd already paid for the semester.
Right.
I paid for that dorm. That's my shit in my dorm. Okay. Those are my books, my things. She's going to get them for free.
Yep.
And if you have a problem with that, you can send an email to the email that's on my registrar. Okay? Don't fucking play with me.
Yeah.
And she was like, I'm so sorry. Like, I didn't mean. I was like, yeah. Don't ever fucking play with me. Don't have my mama calling me up and tell me you're going to charge her $800 to move my shit. Are you kidding me?
It's
Let
a
her
sham.
take my things. Okay? You can charge her $75 for the key. That's fine. I'll keep the key for $75, you stupid idiot.
Yeah.
But you're not going to charge me $800 today. That's wicked.
Did you
okay?
get paid more than $800 to be on Idol?
You know what's crazy is you didn't get paid to be on Idol unless and this goes for most of the shows, unless you're on a live taping of the show.
Yeah.
So we would get $50 a day for per diem.
Yep.
And that was to buy 3 meals a day.
Yep.
And if we say we needed some new clothes or something like that, we had to buy, I have the hiccups. We had to buy those too.
Yep.
So $50 a day, which is crazy. That's not enough.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have tried to eat out every
yeah.
meal every single day for $50. You
can't.
can't do it.
No.
It was crazy.
How many episodes did you do?
I think I was on 4 episodes.
Yeah.
But I was never on a live show because
Yeah.
I only made it to the top 50.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, which is like kind of ironic to me because it feels like everyone else who like made it farther, I'm gonna shit on you guys, I'm so sorry.
Right.
Everyone else who like made it farther, like a lot of them like aren't cool and aren't doing anything cool.
Yeah.
And it's like that really sucks.
Yeah.
And it's like but then there's like quite a few people who got cut where I got cut
Yeah.
who are doing
Yeah.
amazingly.
Yeah.
My friend Maddie Zom, I don't know if you guys remember Maddie Zom. She's doing so good. I just went to her concert the other day. She sang her face off. I was like,
Nice.
you bitch. How
Right.
dare you sound that good live? I hate you.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just like really whack to me when the people who like go the farthest like are not vibes.
Yeah. I feel like that's usually the case
Yeah.
too. It's like
Yeah.
the people that go further in the show, you're like less likely to hear about them.
My season
down
did
the
have an
line.
influx of great people though, because it was the first season back after a lot of time away.
Yeah.
And it was like an internet thing. And so a lot of kids who were like 13, 14, 15
Right.
when the show ended were now like 17, 18, 19 for the new coming. And they're like, it was their dream to be on American Idol. So there's a lot of talented young kids
Right.
who are on my season, and a lot of them are doing well. But like a lot of them who are doing well are the ones who are cut.
Yep.
Yeah.
earlier.
Was that your first sort of real exposure to
Oh yeah.
performing in an audience and all of that?
No, because I went to like one of those like fancy like fog machine churches. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
From
Yeah,
like
you guys had a good Christmas
we
production.
got to talk about that.
yeah. Okay, yeah, we have something to talk about.
Yeah.
So fog machine church from like 15 to 18 when I
Yep.
moved out. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 15. And I remember going to, because my family was always big on like if whatever church we go to, we're involved in that church.
Yeah.
So when they have teen group, you're going to teen group. You know,
Yeah.
when they have.
Yep.
So I was doing those things, and I worked at this frozen yogurt spot that was like right beside. So I'll just drive over. Anyways, the first nights I go to this teen group for this church. It's the first night they do music, songs I know, so I'm like singing along or whatever. And someone who was sitting behind me, I don't even really know who it was, told the girl who was doing the teen worship, was like, you need that kid to sing. He's good. And so she came up to me and she was like, oh my God, like somebody told me like you sing. And I was like, oh, like I do a little bit. And she was like, do you want to sing for the teens? And I was like, yeah, sure. So I sing for the teens, and she told the worship leader to come. And so the worship leader came. She's like, you should sing on stage for like the main worship team. And I was like, oh, okay. So we were like in ears, you know, lights, little monitors I could change, you know.
Proper
if Darla
production.
down there on mic 1 was singing hella out of key, I could turn her ass down if I wanted to. Darla, shut the hell up.
Thank
Jesus
God
don't
for
like
that.
that shit. Okay? You don't like the way that sounds.
Yeah.
You gotta
Says to
stop.
sing in tune.
Yeah.
Right. Joyful noises. Okay.
Yeah.
These are not joyful to me. These are not joyful whatsoever. So, it was like it was cute. It was fun. And that's where I like really gained the confidence of like, oh,
Yep.
I'm singing the lead, and like, you know,
Yep.
because at first it was mostly singing backgrounds, but then I was kind of like, I want to sing lead. Like, this is boring to me.
Right.
I'm sorry to be that girl. I know it's like about God and stuff, but like
Yeah.
I want a solo. Like,
It's about you. Yeah.
Give me the solo.
Yeah.
So then
I'm
she like let me
communicating
sing a solo,
for
and then
God.
after I sang the first one, everyone was like, oh, he needs to sing every Sunday. Like, he's so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
So then I started singing a lot more, and that was like where I learned how to like perform too. Because a big thing of in those churches that are like that is you can't just get up there and sing, girl. You got to perform.
Oh,
You got to
yeah.
have your hands in the air. You got to be doing the rocking side to side, the ad libs. Okay, when the words are about to come up, you say them before you sing them. You know what I mean? It's like, Almighty God, oh, you know what I mean? It's like you say them before you sing them. And like that's a performance, like
Right.
like a specific type of performance.
Yep.
So like I don't know, it gave me definitely stage presence that I didn't have
Yep.
before, which was nice.
Yeah, see,
But-
y'all's church was like big deal.
Yeah, I mean, it was like...
I mean, Fog Machine
the
budget
the
alone.
town we lived in was smaller, so
Yeah.
it's not like it was... It definitely wasn't the biggest church in town,
Yeah.
but they were like a non-denominational, cool, hip
Oh,
church.
okay.
So like that's why they really focused a lot on the music. Like when I joined the praise team, they gave me a packet, and in the packet it was like dress code, and I kid you not, because we had a joke about it. The dress code, the only thing that said youthful and trendy was the dress code. It was a dress code.
Say
so
no
I
more.
would walk up to people like on Sunday. I would like, because we had to be there at 7 a.m. I would walk back there into the green room, and I'd be like, this is so youthful and trendy. Okay, this ensemble is youthful and trendy, and that's what we do. It was youthful and trendy. So it was, I don't know, it's kind of, looking back on it, I genuinely find it hard to believe how anybody takes that seriously, like being in it. Like I'm sitting there and you give me a pat. I'm supposed to sing for God, right? We're supposed to be sitting here singing for God because we love God, and God is
Right.
the it girl, right? God is our number one.
Yeah.
God is number one on our Billboard chart year round. Okay,
Yeah.
so It's all for him. And you tell me that part of praising God is to dress youthful and trendy because we have to look good.
Right.
Because if we don't look good, people won't come to the church because our church is about looking good and sounding good and being cool and having events and da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, okay, like, go fish those men, Henny. But also, it's like... leave me out of it. Like, let me wear what I want to wear. Not that I was ever wearing ugly shit, but it's just like funny looking back. And it's like, I don't know how you guys take this, like, how you take it serious. Like,
Jesus
this is obviously
was
a
very
joke.
youthful and trendy.
Yeah, in his ugly ass, dirty ass sandals. Like, okay, work, heifer. You're not.
Yeah.
No.
You had a ripping bob though.
Yeah.
You ever seen those?
I bet
guys?
Jesus had a fuck ass bob at
Yeah,
one point.
he was pretty
in that
ripped.
growth process. I bet he was really ripping a fuck ass bob, and I love that about Jesus. Honestly,
Yeah.
a commitment to growing your hair like that.
For sure.
You went through a lot of awkward stages, my love.
And it was probably hot as shit too all the time.
And probably curly, because we're also forgetting like Jesus. We Southern Jesus is white, but real Jesus is Middle Eastern.
Yeah.
So he probably had like curly hair, and it was long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a big thick beard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dead of summer.
Yeah.
Girl.
It
Like
was-
kind of hot.
Jesus
Yeah.
is a real one. Yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
like, okay. Also, Jesus, like, he seems very like golden retriever boyfriend.
Yeah.
Like
Interesting.
soft top.
Right.
Jesus, I
Yep.
think would be.
Yep.
Which is perfect for me because I'm a Dawn Bottom, and
Yeah.
I would definitely Dawn Bottom for Jesus. It's like, just be real, okay? Let's
Yeah.
be real.
I can see that
Let's
for
be
you.
real.
Yeah.
If Jesus was alive today, he would be the equivalent of like a very like prophetic
Yeah.
politician,
Right,
That is very probably powerful,
Yeah.
And from the way the book paints him to be a nice guy, probably saying some shit people fuck with. You know
Right,
what I
right,
mean?
right.
I would fuck him.
Right. Yeah.
It's giving power. It's giving money. It's
Yeah.
giving,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, there
I'd
are
fuck him.
people are horny for Jesus for sure. I mean, the people that
Yeah,
are
makes
like
sense.
in the
All those nuns.
yeah,
You kidding me?
yeah, very horny for Jesus.
They're just
They wanna
saving
fuck.
save
Yeah.
themselves
yeah.
For him.
for sweet baby
Well, I
Jesus.
did not go to
Not baby Jesus.
to a fog
Adult
machine
Jesus.
progressive
Adult
church.
Jesus.
I went to a Baptist church with like 45 people per Sunday, and I was the pianist from 6th grade until I graduated high school.
Wow.
That's how small our church was. And we had one person that led the singing,
Of
and then
course.
like everybody in the congregation would stand up and sing like this. Our God is an awesome God.
Yeah.
He reigns.
No raising of the hand.
My mom would like sing
Missionary
probably the
Baptist?
loudest. Yeah.
Okay.
Just general Baptist is
Okay.
what it is. And like I came out to my pastor. That's the first person I like came out to.
No. And
Yeah.
he said what?
So here's the thing.
Okay.
Like, and I won't talk shit because like he
Good.
is a good person. He's a good man. But it was very much, he was like probably 30 at the time, if that,
Okay.
when I came out. This was
Young.
18 years ago, it's 19 years ago at this point, I guess, when I'm like 15 or 16. And did I do that math right? I think. And I don't remember what was said, but I remember like not getting the answers that I wanted.
Okay,
like,
well-
it was like, just like, here's what I have to tell you and
You're
this
wrong.
and that.
Stop
and,
doing that.
But I didn't believe him.
Of
I think
course.
that he was just saying that because he's at this church that believes these certain things. And
course.
so in that way, I won't talk shit because it was like, fine.
What was he supposed to do?
Yeah. Later on, a few years later, I found out that my mom actually walked out of a adult studies class, not before the actual like congregation met, because there were some things that were brought up that were like kind of anti-gay. And then from that point on, I was like, yeah, fuck church.
Yeah.
I'm done with that. But then I from 2014 to 2018, when I was living in Memphis, I played for this very progressive church called First Congo. Shout out to First Congo. Love them. Super progressive church. It was the gay church all the way back in the 90s when people were
Okay.
dying of
Slay.
AIDS. Like they were like
Well,
taking
not
care
slay
of
for
people.
that, but
Yeah.
work.
So like that is the type of church that I will support. But yeah, I in my 36 years now have grown so far away. I think religion is terrible in a lot of ways for, people that follow it. I think for a lot of people are fine, but like I think it does more harm than good.
Yeah.
And that is just my truth.
I think
And-
you're right, except for the Church of Latter-day Saints.
They do good work,
They kind
Dylan.
of have it figured
Now,
out.
I should have prefaced that.
Those
That's
golden
my,
plates.
That's my bad.
Right,
That's
yeah.
my bad. Yeah.
Just saying.
Speaking of the Church of Latter-day Saints,
Yeah.
the documentary on that. Have we watched that one?
Yes. Well,
Like,
which
be,
one?
Be nice or something.
Keep sweet.
Keep sweet.
Keep sweet.
Yeah, sit still. Sit, it was two things. It was something. Keep sweet.
Yes.
Bitch.
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 That what's his name?
Warren
Warren
Jeffs.
Jeffs. He was he's
crazy.
he's a crazy man. Yeah.
Crazy one.
And there's
Mother
still
God.
people-
Did
Mother
we watch
God.
Mother God? Mother God. Okay, first of all,
Mother
I
God
don't care. I don't care what any of you fucking say. She's cunt.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's cunt.
Mother God is cunt. First of all, she worked out at McDonald's and she said, "Fuck this shit."
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna
I'm
lead a
fucking
cult.
God. Okay, which is iconic if you think about it. Okay, she was flipping fucking burgers and she woke up one morning and she was like, "I'm Jesus." So
It's
I love
truly
it. So
next
she
level.
moves to the middle of nowhere,
Yep.
and not only does she succeed
Yeah.
at ridding herself
Right.
of the grid. Okay, she's off the fucking grid until she gets back on it.
Except for Facebook
Until she
Live.
gets, until she gets back on the grid. But she's off the grid,
she
right?
conquers
Living
it when
her
she gets
best
back on.
life. And not only does she successfully do that, she successfully finds people who agree with her
Yeah.
and move to where she is and make all of her money for her.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If she would have put her energy elsewhere,
Right.
she would have been the next Jeff Bezos. Okay.
Right.
She's an intelligent woman.
Right.
Right.
She was smart.
She knew
Something
how to
about
sell.
her brain was operating on a different fucking level. I'm just obsessed with. She's a terrible
got
person.
people-
But like something about her is just so. How did you?
If
do
you can
that?
convince people that you communicate with Robin Williams and you can
And
like
they
the
are still
clouds
to this day
are
on
ships.
YouTube, on
Yeah.
Facebook, posting videos talking about
Yep.
Mother God's ascent and how
And
she's
they're all
coming
hot.
back.
They were all
Right,
hot.
they were all hot. Now they're
Yeah.
all fugly.
Yeah.
It's like literally quit doing drugs, quit drinking all
Yeah.
day.
Just drinking
The way she
all
turned
day.
blue is crazy.
That
to me.
was maybe
What
one of the
is
wildest
that?
parts.
Was that
about
the
it.
silver?
colloidal silver.
Yeah.
Colloidal silver. You know who sells colloidal silver?
Fucking
Alex Jones.
Okay, it's all.
Does he really?
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
all
Wow.
coming together. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
just
the-
saying,
in the
if I
documentary-
could have had the chance to meet Mother God,
Yeah.
that would have been like my
I
Roman
feel like
Empire.
you have the capacity to just take over from Mother God. I think right now, if today you decided that you wanted to grab her
I'm
fan
Mother
base, you could be Mother God. Yeah.
I mean,
Honestly. Yeah.
there's something there.
Run
Run with
here's
it.
the thing. If it weren't for the fact that my family would completely disown me
Right.
and it would derail my career,
Right.
I would leave this podcast right
Right
now
now.
and start a fucking religion.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how you get rich.
And I wouldn't just be the
It's the
founder
get-rich
of the
quick
religion.
scheme.
I'm the entity.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll Mother God this shit.
Yeah.
Don't play with me. It's time to ascend.
Well,
Bring me cakes in bed.
about
Okay?
that, going back to church and where you came from, I did want to ask this because it's religion has turned me so
Pretty
far
cakes
away.
in bed.
What was it like for you? What is it still like for you with your family dynamic? Are you a religious person? Do you still attend church? Is your family very religious
No.
still? How is
My
it coming
family-
out? These are a bunch of questions I've asked all at
Here's
once.
the thing. I'm not religious.
Yeah.
I don't go to church anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind religion.
Yeah.
I do think it is, when it's used in the right way, it is kind of like a beautiful thing.
Sure.
Because I think I just have so many perspective because I grew up in the South and then I moved here when I was 19. And then, being a person on the internet, you get a million opinions from a million different points of view thrown at you at all times. So I feel like I have a very unique perspective on things, but I don't mind religion. I think it's kind of beautiful when it's done right. It's like, oh, there's, a lot going on in just to exist. That's a lot. Like the idea of accepting the probability that there's no afterlife, that your energy probably just leaves your body and like goes into the next living thing that needs soul, is something that people you can't expect people to just be okay with that. That's
Right.
hard.
Right.
what about my loved ones? What about my mom? What about, that's hard for people to understand. And I think religion, that's one of the major selling points of a lot of religions is if you do it right, you'll be reunited with your loved ones.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big, because human connection is humans are the apex predator. We are the, organism of organisms, even though most of them are fucking dumb. We have it all.
Yeah.
And our connections are some of the most intricate of anybody. And I think that's a big thing that religion plays on is people's connection to other people.
Sure.
And I think when it's only about that and it's about, live your life in a way that represents a kindness or represents, positivity in the way that this person we follow did, go be with other people who believe the same thing, have a good time, and figure out what you can do to make the world a better place. Cool. It's when the hate comes in that I don't appreciate it. Because I also don't think it's fair that the Bible didn't say anything about gay or anything till the 80s.
Yeah. Well,
so
we've translated it to say that.
And that's that's the thing I think is crazy is that it's not, religion wasn't meant for this. Religion wasn't meant to spread hate the way that, we use Western religion to spread hate. It wasn't meant for that. That's a thing that humans did. And so that's why I do think religion is beautiful when people do it the right way. But I just hate that it is one of the biggest hate tools that there is.
I couldn't agree more.
That. I really do.
And a lot, I would say the majority of the most religious, fanatical people that I have ever encountered are the most hateful people. I mean, and I'm not speaking, I mean, my parents are religious. They still go to church. They're not hateful people. But, in a general sense, I think there are more fucked up people that are deeply religious. Like the deeper you go into religion, I feel like the more fucked up and judgmental you get.
The deeper you go into religion also is the more cut off you get from the real world. Yeah. I feel like in your really, really intense religions like LDS or like Mother God, if we want to use that as a religion, I guess.
I mean, yes.
When you get into that, the more cut off you are from reality. And I think a cool thing about my family, my grandma's a nurse.
Yeah.
So she encounters people from every walk of life all day, every day. My grandpa was a prison major. So he encountered only people who were sinners.
Right.
All day, every day. And he found good people. And he knew that there was good people in there.
Right.
Inmates took care of my mom and her sisters, were part of like the people that my family grew up around was inmates. Right. So they know that those people make mistakes and people are good people regardless of mistakes they make. My mom is a therapist, a licensed mental health therapist. So she sees people with problems all day, every day. So my family is just very aware of the world. They are aware of what happens. They're aware of the different strokes for different folks, and so that made them very open to the idea of maybe what I think isn't what everyone else thinks, and that's okay. And so they still believe what they believe, but they don't ever make me feel like I'm crazy, or they don't even bring it up around me because they know I don't want to talk about it.
About your sexuality?
No, religion.
Oh,
they don't. My little siblings know I'm gay. We talk about it. That's not. They don't care about that. Like that. At this point, my family's like, we love you. We don't care.
Well, your mom being a therapist, I feel probably helped a lot with that too.
And it also like helps her now because since I came out, not because of me, but since I came out just the year I came out back in 2018, even just since then, there's been such an influx of young people that she's encountering who are having issues with their sexuality at home because the internet is making more people not want to live a lie. So they're like, how do I do this? So she's encountering a lot of kids who, she puts a lot of them on to my song Holy Water. She's like, listen to this song. Listen to the words of the song. A lot of them come in and she has a picture of me in her office. A lot of them come in and go, how do you know Noah? And she's like, that's my son. And immediately that's a safe space for them now because they know who I am. They're like, oh, if that's your son, then I can say and do anything and tell you anything I need to tell you because it's safe.
Shout out to your mom.
So
that's awesome.
my mom's a fucking G.
Shout out
my mom.
Yeah, that's amazing.
My dad's side of the family is like, they're like not cool at all.
I mean, that's so great.
That's like, but my mom's side of the family, they're all so supportive and so like they love me.
Believe it or not, I was the only person in my entire high school that was out, and that was about 400, 400 people.
Wow.
The only person, not one other person was out or that I even knew was gay. Well, I messed around with one of my friends who was definitely gay, but he wasn't out when I came out. But yeah, that was it. Like
That's crazy.
no one else this has been a long time ago. But
How many people do you think were closeted in that 300 or 400?
Oh, I look through my Facebook nowadays. I'm like, oh, yep, you're gay, you're gay, you're gay. Yeah. Like I'll see people pop up or I'll think about people and I'm like, oh, you never got married. I wonder. Yep. Okay. And then, this person. Yeah. So
I see them on Grindr when I go back home.
really? Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah.
But there's not. There's not very many. There's still. I feel like. Also, I'm 25, so a lot of them still are still closeted.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the tier where I'm from is like 35 is when they start
Really?
coming out of the closet.
Yeah.
If they're gonna, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they're probably married, a couple kids, and then are over it before they come out.
Yeah.
So
Can't imagine.
Hey, Benny just turned 34.
hey,
34
almost
today.
my time.
Is
It's
it your
almost my
turn?
time.
Do you
It's
not
my
come
time.
out
Any
to us
day
today,
now.
Benny?
I give one more
Oh my
year.
God, I would freak out. I'd
One
be like,
more.
no way.
that would be so iconic.
Yeah.
I'd be like, we need to. Let's get you a Grinder right now.
Yeah.
Let's celebrate. Let's get you some dick. Okay.
That would be the way to rein it in for sure.
Of course,
For sure.
No, what we were talking about hometowns
Arkansas
and gays.
gays,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think it's funny. There's people that I fooled around with in high school that are still not out and who currently have girlfriends. Which I'm not even saying that just because we fooled around means you're gay. Because I'm not that type of person. Maybe you tried it and it wasn't for you.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Maybe you tried it wasn't for you. But I will say a lot of the experiences I had and circumstances I was put in made it feel very much so like this was something that person had probably been thinking about wanting to do for a while, because the situations that it happened in were always not planned, but definitely like a moment was taken advantage of. Not in a bad way, but like because I was into it, obviously. But
Yeah. Well, and a lot of people are curious and not all the way there. They're on this sliding scale.
Yeah, there's a spectrum.
There's definitely a
There's
spectrum. I've hooked up with people that are friends of mine that
Have you hooked
are
up with a
married.
woman?
One time I tried. I was flaccid like the whole time. I was 16.
I fingered a girl one time in the back of a church van. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
God, should I tell the story on that? Yeah.
Please.
I'm gonna tell it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yes.
Surely her parents are not going to watch this.
Yeah.
Because there's only one person it could be, so people that I know will know who
They'll
it
know.
is.
Yeah.
But that's like fine.
Yeah.
I think.
She's actually here right now. We're
She
gonna
is
bring her
right now. Welcome. Okay, so I was dating this girl. We were dating for a long
It was
while.
the same for me too.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I dated this girl for like a year and a half. Her family was obsessed with me. When we broke up, I was so sad that I couldn't hang out with her mom anymore.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, this is
That's
terrible.
the real loss.
So, anyways, I was dating this girl for a while, and they were having a family reunion that was like 3 hours away. It was in Haskell. You know where Haskell is?
Yes.
It's out in the boonies, girl.
I'm trying to put it. Yeah.
So we were going far, far away. It was like a 3-hour drive. And her cousin was in town, and one of my friends who lived also in Arkansas, her cousin was from Dallas. They came into town. A friend of mine who also lived in Hot Springs was dating the cousin. So we're all wanting to go to this family reunion together, leaving from Hot Springs to go to the family reunion. Obviously, there's quite a few of us going at this point because my girlfriend had a little brother and her cousin had a little sister. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 2 parents now. So we're like, we need a different vehicle. So
18 passenger.
he calls the pastor, obviously, because I too grew up in a very small Southern Baptist church. Everybody knows everybody, everybody's friends, 100 people max on Sundays. So he calls Brother George. He's like, Brother George, can we use the church van? We got to drive on down to Haskell for this family reunion. I just don't have no seats in the truck. So he's like, yeah, just put gas in the tank. I reckon that's fine. I'm like, okay, cool. So we go, we do the family reunion, whatever. Big ass fucking family, a bunch of fucking rednecks. I was like, this is crazy. So we're on the way back now, and we left this place at like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, and it's a 3-hour drive. So we're in the very back of the church van. The cousin and the boyfriend are in the seat in front of that, and then the next row up is the little siblings, and then the two dads in the very front seat. And so this horny fucking bitch is like all the fucking over me, trying to do 1.5 million different things that I'm not trying to do at all. I'm like, no, we're first of all 100% not fucking in a church van.
Right.
I'm not doing that. That's just an absolute.
That is not Christ-like.
It's not Christ-like at all. So then I didn't even want her to touch my dick. That's where I was at with it. I was like, this is not this like. Well, first of all, it's gonna feel small because it's soft.
Right.
Because you're not doing it for me. You're not doing anything for me right now, Queen.
Yeah.
Love you, gorgeous. You're
Right.
stunning.
Right.
Just not my type.
Yeah.
So, I'm like, damn. So then she grabs my hand and like puts my hand on her titty, and I was like, oh, I can do titty.
Cool.
I'm totally cool with titty.
Yeah.
Like I touch my friends' titties all the time.
Everybody
This is
loves
great.
titties.
Yeah.
Love a titty. So I'm cool with the titty, and then she's like, literally like whispers, and she's like, I want you to finger me, and I was like, what? Come again? Because now it's not like me being like, no, you can't do that to me, and kind of trying to put it off that way. It's her asking me, telling me that she does want me to do something, and not it's like what am I supposed to say? Like, no, I don't want to, because that's really gonna raise some flags, right? It's like, why don't you want to touch my vagina? Why don't you want to touch your girlfriend's vagina? Well, probably because I'm a faggot. I don't know. Try that, girl.
Yeah.
So, anyways, yeah, I did finger her in the back of the church van. And then she was like moaning. I was like, what is this? First of all, we're 15. Second of all, why are you moaning in the back of a church van? Like, this is not what...
With
this is not,
other people in the van. I mean,
it was pitch black dark, and everyone... It was
Okay,
like the music
okay.
was playing a little bit. So
I
it's
got you.
It's like a little... So I literally had to like put my hand... So now I'm like doing the most masculine thing ever you can imagine. Like fingering this bitch with my hand over her mouth, and I'm just like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, oh, God. So that was terrible.
I went to this program called Governor School for the Arts when I was in high school. Are you familiar? Did they happen in Arkansas? And I met this girl, Sarah. Shout out to Sarah. I haven't spoken to Sarah in years, but
We love you, Sarah.
Sarah was great, hilarious actress, beautiful actress. And I would go to Louisville to spend the night with her. We started dating in GSA. She was like 2.5 hours away from me, but I had got my driver's license, and I was like, "This is great."
Damn, you were driving 2 hours.
I was
to see
driving
this girl?
2.5 hours to see her, and I was also really excited because I was like, "I like this girl."
Okay.
So maybe I'm not gay.
No, it was gay reverence for her.
Yeah.
'Cause she was so beautiful and talented.
She was so beautiful and talented, and like, yeah, I was just like so into her.
You wanted to be her.
Yeah, I wanted to be her. Yeah. And so one night this was the saddest night of my little gay life.
Okay.
And she wanted to get down. It was time. Like, we had been making out enough. It was like time to go.
She wanted to fuck.
She wanted to fuck. And I got it out, and I was like, all right, let's go. And
Not I got it out.
I
Okay,
got it out,
crazy.
and I did not
Did she
go
suck
down.
it?
No, yeah, a little bit. I didn't
Okay.
go down on her or anything. Didn't
can't do
didn't
that.
feel the compulsion to do that.
Never.
And it would get a little hard, and then it would go away, and then it would get a little hard, and I was like, that's funny. Usually I'm 16. The wind blows and your dick gets hard, right?
Same. Still.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like,
yeah, you're lucky.
a wrong gust of
About-
wind, and it's like, I'm
Yeah.
erect.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so we start to go at it, and I'm like, okay, it's hard enough. I put the condom on, and it's just like mashing in a al dente spaghetti, in there, just just a
Not an
little,
al dente spaghetti.
a little, a little bit
Oh
hard,
my
a little
God.
bit soft.
I'm gonna try not to
And
do
I just couldn't do it. And then I remember from then going in the bathroom and just like crying because I was like, you're gay.
Embarrassing.
You're gay.
Yeah.
You love this girl. You should easily be able to go for it. And that was my first. That was the indicator of like gay. Also, I was going to ask you this too, Noah. Speaking of church, and maybe you, Benny, too. Did y'all have the True Love Waits program?
Oh yes, we
What?
had True Love Waits.
Okay, here's the thing: is that
The promise rings.
we didn't talk. Here's the thing: we were all very aware that premarital sex was a no.
No. Yeah.
Don't do that ever.
Right.
We don't ever do that ever.
Right. Yeah.
Never. Premarital sex, wrong. Gay, wrong.
Wrong.
Don't do that ever, or you're going to hell. Straight to hell in a handbasket.
Yep.
But it was never. That was it. It would come up in a sermon and be like, the premarital sex.
Yeah.
we
And what
despise
a
that.
horrific thing to
Right.
say to people. Like,
It's
you
crazy,
shouldn't have sex before you marry.
But it's like we didn't ever have like a program dedicated to like teaching kids about, okay, well, like this is what you do when you're married and you have to wait for marriage to do that. It was never.
Oh, there was no sex education. Just don't do it. Figure it out when you get married.
Yeah, like don't do this. Like this is something you only do with your husband. Da 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 da. So you wait for that. And it was never that. It was just don't do that.
My sex education was a blushing PE teacher that would could not literally get the words out.
We had to watch a video.
Yeah.
Tell me why in the 5th grade they're like, this is the extent of the sex education.
Yeah.
Hi. Yeah. So, you guys have a dick.
Yeah. Some of you.
It gets hard. Well, no, because they separated. They didn't. They didn't let the boys watch the girl one. They didn't let the girls watch the boy one.
Wow.
That's how crazy it was.
Cool.
5th grade. They're learning about how to put a tampon in.
Yeah.
I'm learning about a wet dream.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So they're basically like, yeah. So if you ever like woke up with like a funny liquid in your pants, like that's cum. And this is a wet dream.
Which,
and
by
it's
the way, I've
because-
never had.
Never
had that happen.
And it's like, and it's because you got horny. And oh, what's horny? We're not going to talk about that.
Yep.
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 Yeah, so you can get a girl pregnant. We won't tell you how exactly to do that, but just stay away from them altogether, and they won't get pregnant. Don't ever get naked with anyone ever, or you'll die. And if you follow all these basic rules, you should be cool. Are we good? And that was basically the end of the video.
That was
literally the 2 main points they covered were they did say how to put a condom on.
Yep.
And they put it on a banana.
Yep. Same.
And they said they literally explained what a wet dream was. Because
Yep.
I'm like, apparently, I guess this is a time in your life you start having wet dreams.
Yep.
I don't fucking know.
Yep.
I
I
never
don't know if
once
I
woke
ever
up
had a
with
wet
nut
dream.
I
in
didn't-
my
I didn't have-
I've never
underwear.
had one. It's
Never
a
had
fantasy.
I've masturbated
Yeah.
too much.
Somebody's
to-
getting off.
Yeah,
on
I'm
this.
like, no, why would I don't have any left.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah.
There's no nut in my underpants.
No,
necessity for
you're
a
too
wet
young.
dream.
You're too young to know about, or well, you know about it, but you're too young to have had dial-up internet. I'm sure. Yeah.
We had dial up
You did.
for
Early
for
days,
a moment.
maybe.
That's where you had to like plug like something into yeah. Well, it was for my mom's.
Couldn't be on the phone.
It was my mom's cell phone.
Oh, okay.
That had the dial-up
Had
on
it on it,
So we had
okay.
to connect her cell phone to the computer to use internet, which is why we didn't really use it a lot because she was a therapist and had to have her phone
Right.
on at all times. So we pretty much each got like when we would have an internet day, my mom would get on. That'd be my mom getting on Facebook for 5 hours, and then my brother would get 30 minutes, which turned into an hour,
Yeah.
and then I was always last, which was whack, and then I was supposed to get 30 minutes, but it always turned into like 10 or 15 because my mom needed her phone. I'm like, y'all are fucking bitches.
Boystuds.com. I still remember the website.
No,
Homepage. Sexy
the
guy.
images loading from the top.
Yes,
was
from
always
the top.
So
Instant-
there was something about that was so sexy too.
Yes.
Waiting for the dick.
10 seconds, I would nut. 10
Yeah.
seconds.
Yeah.
10 before they even got to the dick, I'd be like, oh
No.
god, through my pants. I wouldn't even take my penis out. It would just be like through my pants, and I
Girl.
could rub it enough, and it would like barely rub it, and it would just.
I fully,
Impressive.
Very impressive,
I
actually.
understand. I understand completely.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. I didn't know that. Like, I knew that there was images of naked people online.
Yeah.
I knew that
Yeah.
you could find that. I didn't
Yeah.
know that there was websites dedicated to people having sex or like
Yeah.
images like that. So I was in the Google search box
Yep.
searching up penis. And then I was like, and it would show me like textbook photos of
Yeah, like-
penises.
Yeah, yeah,
and then
yeah.
I'm like, oh,
Like
wait, let me-
disease-ridden
I was like, I
penises.
know what
Yeah.
I did wrong. I know what I did wrong.
Yeah.
Backspace, backspace, backspace.
Gay penis.
Dick.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Then it shows. Then it shows the sexy picture.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was like, oh fuck yeah. And then, but then it was like also the family computer. So I had to like make sure I cleared my search history.
Oh yeah.
Other time.
Oh,
Then
yeah.
this one time, my brother was watching porn on
yeah.
my grandma's computer at my grandma's house. And somebody found, I don't know who found he didn't clear the search history.
Yep.
You know how like some people are like, oh, if your like brother goes down, like you go down. No, ho. You were going down 100% alone. Was I watching the porn? Yeah, I was watching the porn on grandma's computer. Did I go down for that? Hell the fuck nah.
No.
Hell the fuck nah. That was him. I don't know anything about that. I've never seen that in my life. What is that? What is porn? They asked me, did you watch this? I was like, what is that? I don't know. I don't know what that is. How dare you think that I did something? I'm perfect. How dare you? He got grounded for a long time.
My heart has never beat so fast in my life from when mom or dad's car pulling in the driveway and Windows 95 computer, even brand new, would lock the fuck up, right? You know, it would lock up. And I knew how to clear the history, and Dad knew that my uncle who set up the computer for Dad showed Dad how to check the history or whatever. And there were a couple times where I couldn't get it to delete in time, and Dad would come in the house. What are you doing? Oh, and I'd be like so nervous. I'd be like, nothing. I was just watching SpongeBob, and then I was just looking at nothing, and I got like caught. And then like when I came out years later, they were shocked. I was like,
was it always gay porn?
Yeah, it was always gay.
See, that's the thing to me is like, how do you not know?
They did.
Denial.
They had to know. I used to roller skate in my garage to Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey and make up routines as if I was a figure skater.
I used to demand every single time that I got into the car from probably the age of 12 to 14, demanded that Emotions by Mariah Carey was played in the car
One of the
every
best
time I got
songs.
into the
Wait,
car.
that's gay?
That's
Yeah.
gay,
This stuff is
Dylan.
gay?
I'm sorry to
Gay
tell
as
you.
hell.
Oh
I'm sorry to
my
tell you.
God.
That shit's queer.
I have to reevaluate
okay?
everything now.
That's queer. Okay, but here's the thing. I think that some people were wanted to hear that song because they're like, oh, this is a good song.
Yeah.
I wanted to hear that song because in my head, I'm Mariah Carey. I'm
Yeah.
wearing a shiny one-piece
Absolutely.
bodysuit, and I'm performing and I'm hitting the whistle notes, and every guy is gagging over me.
Yeah.
Like, that's why it was gay for me. Like, it was gay. It was gay in nature for sure.
Yeah.
But... So I'm doing like all this gay shit. I'm like, how did you not know? But when I came out, to be fair, my family was like, yeah, we know. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, well that's fuck y'all.
Yeah.
You could have told me. You could have come to me a while back and been like, we know you're gay, just be gay. Because that would have helped a lot.
My parents took me to therapists.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's funny because I just had a really beautiful conversation recently with my mom about this a few weeks ago, actually, because we were on vacation, we were in the car, and somehow it came up. But anyway, and my mom claims, she was like, we weren't trying to like change you necessarily, but like we just wanted you to make sure that you had enough care because we didn't know how to handle it.
Right.
Which is sort of true, I think, but Dad was definitely like,
Hope he's not gay.
yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what I felt like anyway. But anyway, shout out to all the therapists that we went to, because we went to like 2 or 3 different ones, and they were all just like, hey, no, this is like the way it is. Like, we did all the research and it's just gay. Yeah, like, sorry.
Everything is coming up gay.
Yeah.
Test results will come back.
The cards are coming up gay, my love.
It's gay.
And sometimes you just like,
Yeah.
sometimes it's just like, what? There was never a question. Sometimes I just like wish, I'm glad now, because if my little siblings ever start to do something super gay,
Yeah.
I'll be like, Mom, that shit's fucking gay.
Right.
Are you kidding me?
Right.
It's gay. I don't think my little brother is gay. My little sister could be. I don't know. We'll
Yeah.
have to see.
Yeah.
Because it's like, obviously doesn't even matter when
Well,
they're a kid.
I feel like it's getting a little bit maybe harder to tell now that the world is a little bit more open, a little more exposed to things. The internet, kids are growing up with the internet now and seeing how other people live, and it's not so much of. Also, we've adapted more to this. That there definitely is a spectrum of, as well. So,
I think my little brother is either gonna be like a really successful motivational speaker, or go to prison.
I mean, maybe both.
Yeah, you could do both.
That's like
actually,
a natural
Maybe there's an art-
series
I
of events.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He just seems like he's just crazy. He's just a
motivational
crazy
speaker
kid.
skills lead to maybe possibly leading a pyramid scheme and then later on going to jail.
Hey,
a lot of
listen.
people have done that.
My little sister, I'm convinced, will probably do nothing in life ever. She will. She's 9. She doesn't want to. She doesn't want to.
Okay.
She's like, I know. She is me, and I'm her.
Yeah.
She will inevitably, when I get really successful, just ask me for everything, and probably end up working for me one day.
Yeah,
I
great.
see it, because I just really don't think. She just is such a princess. She doesn't want to do anything. She doesn't.
Yeah.
She doesn't live that life. She
Yeah.
doesn't want to do anything.
Well, and she's 9, so she'll be up on all the newest trends, the newest social media.
Exactly.
Whereas you naturally fall off the older
I'm gonna
you
have
get.
her run my socials.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
100% sure.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Addie, did you post
Right.
today?
Right.
She's like, I posted 3 times today.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I'm on
period, queen. You
Yeah.
get a raise.
it. Yeah.
What's really successful? I mean, you already have 1 million followers.
Yeah,
on TikTok,
you're
right?
doing great.
I don't know. As a kid, I think for some people who like were like never planned on doing anything and they accidentally get 1 million followers, they're like, oh my God, I have 1 million followers. But like when I was a kid, I was like, no, I'm Beyonce.
Yeah.
Like I am the epitome of talent and grace and Miss United States. And I'm going to be really famous. So I think like in my brain, my vision of success is like world renowned like artist. So I'm at a good, I'm at a good starting point.
I think you are, especially for 24, 25. Yeah.
Yeah. They say it's like a 10-year industry.
Yeah.
I moved here like right before I turned 19.
Yeah.
So I'm like, by 29, 30, I should be popping.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, you're on the path.
Yeah, I feel good about it. I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, could I have done some things probably a little different? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it going to affect me in the long run? Probably not.
No.
I think we'll be okay.
All that kind of shit happens to everybody.
I feel like there could have been a lot of things. It's just, I know better now. You know, you live and you learn.
Exactly.
I found out a lot. I feel like it'll be up until like 27, it'll be me learning a lot. And then like 28 to 29, it'll be me applying everything I learned to one big thing. And then it will like happen.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just like feel like.
And then manic episode after.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Have to have a breakdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I've just always envisioned like, it's not like we were like poor growing up, but like definitely it's not like we had like money and it's not like we could just do anything. And I feel like my dream always has just been to like call up my mom and my grandma and be like, quit your job, you know, or to like when my little brother does turn 16 or my little sister turns 16, like, oh, like what, you want this car? Cool.
Right.
You got it.
Right.
Oh, you need a debit card? Cool. It's out of money. Text me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. That's just like always the
Well,
life
how hard
to
is it
provide.
to monetize 1 million followers? Like, are you making good bread off of 1 million followers, or
I am
brand
the
partnerships
least
and such?
brand friendly person that has ever graced the internet to date. I don't do brand. I don't make any money off of my TikTok, actually.
What?
I've never made any money.
You have 1
off-
million followers and you're not monetizing that shit.
I can't. There's nothing I can do.
Wow. Do you have a manager?
Not right now. I
Yeah.
don't. But unless somebody straight up offers me a brand deal,
Yeah.
I'm not going to get, because my content is demonetized every time.
Yeah.
On Instagram and TikTok, every time I post something, it takes about 5 minutes for me to get a notification saying it's been demonetized.
Wow.
What rules are you breaking that makes that happen?
It's usually has something to do with like sexual activity.
Yeah.
Is usually what they try to say.
Haters.
I know,
Yeah.
seriously. Twitter, anything goes. I don't know if you have Twitter,
Yeah.
but they,
Anything
crazy
goes on
hardcore
Twitter.
porn on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love Twitter porn. Twitter porn is great.
You know.
Literally
Yeah,
so
it's
much porn
pretty
on
wacky,
Twitter.
So yeah,
Yeah.
you could probably
Really is.
get over there if you drive
Yeah.
enough of your followers over there.
Yeah.
But it takes like a very specific brand to like want to work with someone like me. Like it would take like a sex toy brand or
Yeah,
a
right.
weed
Yeah.
brand, and then those brands usually don't have the
Oh,
biggest budgets because
sure.
they're very niche. So like your movie deals, like you're promoting this movie for Paramount, or I'm gonna do something with Disney, or I'm gonna do something with
Yeah.
fucking L'Oreal, or I'm gonna do something.
Right.
Those types of brands would probably not want me posting their content just because I am so hypersexual and so crazy and like off the wall on my page that they're like, this doesn't align with our brand.
I feel like you would kill it though if you decided to like offer some exclusive content on like either an OnlyFans or a Patreon.
Yeah.
You know, not even sexual content, but
Yeah.
just like, hey, I'm throwing a bonus few tracks for my new album a month early for my Patreon people, and then they get on there and they have that, and like people will pay you like, even if you had charged $1 a month on your Patreon and you had
Yeah.
10,000 of your followers
Yeah.
do that. You know what I mean? Like,
I've also like for my next project, I want there to be like a lot of visual yummies happening, and one of the things I've really wanted to do for a while now, but it's just like going to take logistically like getting it done, is to do like a live performance of one of my songs with like adult actors in the background, like literally fucking, and putting the live performance on OnlyFans. And
hell
doing, like,
yeah.
because nobody's ever done that before ever.
Honestly.
Like having like literal like even if it's just like fully like full frontal nude dancers, or like
Yeah.
a pole dancer that's
Yeah.
completely naked, or like actually I would love if people were just fucking in the background. I think that's
Yeah.
really funny.
Yeah.
But like that type of like live performance for OnlyFans, because I feel like a lot of my followers are like porn stars.
Yeah.
Like so many of my followers, like
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times I like am checking like who's followed me, and like 1 out of every 10 is somebody is an OnlyFans model.
Yeah.
So like I think it would just be like fun to, because a
I
lot
mean-
of people who listen to my music live that world, and I think
Yeah.
they would definitely like to see something that taboo be like made normal on someone's platform. So I think a lot of them would be interested to see that.
I feel like that's your lane. Like you can get a subscription model, or you can get people to pay for your extra songs or content, or even I've often thought about this too. Like with streaming, you know, people get paid pennies, you know, but then like if you were to take enough of your fan base, just a small fraction of your fan base, over to a model where they would be more than happy to pay you $10 to download the record, you know,
Yeah.
or to get like a couple of extra things, like that's instant $100,000 there, depending,
Who
or, you
was
know,
it
however many
who,
people you have.
Who was it who just launched just announced a new music platform?
James Blake.
James Blake.
Oh, I did see a little
did
something
hear
about that.
He
Yeah.
made this whole rant on Instagram about
Yep.
how people some Spotify fooled people into thinking music is free.
Yep.
Was like
I
the
saw that.
tagline, and it got a bunch of traction. I don't remember
Yeah.
where it ended up, but I saw a bunch of people commenting on that.
But then his idea is like Patreon. It's
Yeah.
you know, it's the
But
same.
specifically for music. I think
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like,
I guess. Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, it's like, well, it's the same. They're all the same. I
Yeah.
feel like
Yeah.
people do that with fucking Bandcamp.
Bandcamp. Yeah.
Yeah,
Totally.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's whatever. You know, that's him monetizing off the fact that he can't monetize.
Right.
Yeah,
Work,
yeah,
James
yeah.
Blake, get some
Yeah.
money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's the other thing, is that I'm also it might sound stupid because I might be missing out on a bag. I hate somebody trying to sell me something.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
hate it. That's not me. That's not who I am.
Yeah.
I don't, unless I fucking love what I'm telling you to buy.
Yeah.
Like I would, and it sounds stupid, I would walk around and I would promote this chicken purse.
Chicken bags.
I would promote this chicken purse till the day I die, because I love it. It's my favorite purse. I get so many compliments on it every day. It truly is like a highlight of my
cock
day
purse.
everywhere I go. Exactly. But I don't like it. People don't understand. Like I get so many compliments on that. I would promote the shit out of that. I would promote the shit out of good weed.
Yep.
Good weed, I'm gonna promote the shit out of. Okay, that's
Worthy
something
of
I like.
being promoted.
But I don't like. I'm not about to get online and like try to tell somebody to like download a new app, or like,
Right.
oh, like I love BetterHelp. I love BetterHelp.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna ever do that. That's just whack to me.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna come on here and like make up some Christmas jingle for Verizon.
Right.
And that's not.
What if they're gonna give you 200K?
Then I'll make you a jingle that you can use.
Yeah,
But
okay.
I'm not gonna like be on my thing having sponsored posts being like, you guys, Verizon is coming in with deals so hot it'll melt the snow this Christmas. Like,
I mean, you'd be
that's-
good at it.
No, I
By the
would
sound of
be.
it. That's
I
really
would
fun.
be.
Yeah.
But it's lame and corny to me.
Mm.
And when I think, because here's the thing, also I think image, like it's shallow, but image is everything. And I'm like, I want to be a superstar. What would a superstar do? A superstar wouldn't do this whack ass fucking ad on Instagram. They would. A superstar would be like, cool, you can book a studio and a team, and I'll come through and we'll make high quality content for your socials, including me. Not me setting up my phone on my kitchen countertop and posting a video for
Right.
you. That, to me, that's what a superstar does. If you want to do that, it's a partnership, not a sponsored video. Let's do a partnership. And if you don't fuck with me heavy enough to do that, then I don't want to work with you.
I mean, that nationwide jingle. I mean, they have her sitting at the
Yeah.
board, like nationwide is on.
Yeah.
But that was
I
a
mean,
commercial.
she's an A-list singer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's commercial, but I mean,
I would do
she's
that.
doing what you're saying.
That's
you
a
know?
high. That's a high. They played that during the Super Bowl.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Girl, I'm doing the Super Bowl commercial.
Right. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
No, I'm not posting
There's
the
levels to
Instagram
it.
ad.
Yeah.
Also,
You know?
side note, did not realize that she could rip it on the guitar like
Girl,
that.
Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
been going since she was like 13 or 14.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's what
totally
I'm saying.
rips.
That's superstar to me. Having Nationwide hit you up and be like, you're so iconic that we want you in our Super Bowl commercial because we know that when we play this, everyone's going to know your face. That's icon to me. Icon status.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
So I don't
gotta-
know. I think there's a fine line to tread when it comes to like authenticity and like, okay, am I doing this because it's cool? When I post this, are people gonna think, oh, he only did this for money? Or if I post this, is it gonna make sense? And people be like, oh my god, wait, that's so cool that Noah loves that brand, like I should try it out because he seems like a good source of information for this thing. I know it's like a very thin line. It's hard to
Case by case.
I feel like it's also just that wall is falling down so fast. Like you see A-list stars now doing Verizon as, doing Heineken as, it's like, you see whatever.
See Shaq in like
Paul
every
Rudd and
ad.
all these people. Yeah, it's like you really needed another 20 mil like that bad. But I guess it's like you show up, you shoot for one day, and like Steve Carell, like you get $20 million for like being in a T-Mobile ad,
Yeah.
But I feel like
I'm
back
gonna
in the
take the
day, in
bag
our
every
childhood, I
time.
feel like it was taboo and people wouldn't do that.
Yeah,
Or you'd
yeah,
go
yeah.
to a different country. Brad Pitt would go to Japan to do a Heineken ad because he didn't want to like sully his reputation as an A-lister here. But now I feel like that wall is just like totally gone. Everyone's just like grabbing for what they can get now.
Yeah, I feel like because of social media, people being famous is people know more about it. If you are any sort of famous, people know about you and like they have access to you. And I think because of the influence they have, they obviously had influence before, but there wasn't a number on it. There wasn't a number on Brad Pitt's influence, or even like Cher, or there wasn't a number on it. They could see how many ticket sales you're having for your concert, but like when somebody pulls up with like 200 million followers, they're like, oh, this is a number. 200 million people could possibly see this person in our ad. And I think that's why we see it more now, is because they're like, oh, there's culture behind this person, not just celebrity or not just that movie. They're like, oh, people fuck with their life and they have that podcast and they have that brand and they have that television show and they have that da-da-da-da-da. Because everyone merges out like that now. The more things you can get your name on. But that's my thing, is like I see that people doing that and I hate it.
Me
I
too.
think it's so corny.
No, yeah, it's so
I'm like, why
corny.
do you have so many? Like Kylie Jenner, she has like 6 brands right now.
Yeah.
And I think like, which is cool. Like it's cool that you have brands, but it's just like,
that's kind of her bread and butter.
I don't.
though,
Yeah,
right?
I just
she
don't.
doesn't really have a talent.
I just don't care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's like you have a million, you're just
Yeah.
doing it over and over. And now it's seeming to me to be a cash grab. It looks like a cash grab.
Oh,
And I don't want
100%.
anything
It is.
to ever feel like that. That's why, like, I feel like one day I will get a brand deal that will be so like on the nose and like so perfect, and it will pay really good, and it will make saying no to a bunch of, because that's the other thing, is they don't want to pay.
Yeah.
They don't want to pay.
Yeah.
I have people hitting me up to post videos and they offer me $200.
Oh yeah, get fucked.
Get fucked.
Yeah.
Like, get all the way fucked. But like one day when somebody offers me, the $50K, the $70K to do that one thing, then I'd be like, okay, that was worth it, saying no to $51,000 things to get the one $50,000 thing.
Well, Trump is selling gold shoes and Bibles now.
Is
so-
he really?
Yeah.
That's kind.
Just literally posted a video
Wait.
the other day talking about how much he loves the Bible and it's his favorite book, and it has this specific Bible is the Lee Greenwood Bible, the guy that sings Proud to be an American or God Bless the USA, whatever fucking song, and has the Constitution, the Bill of
up.
Rights, all of that in the Bible as well, the Pledge of Allegiance. It's
Sounds like
the
a good Bible to
biggest
me.
Fucking grifter shit I've ever seen. Yeah. That's the sneakers.
Yeah, that's the Trump shoe.
Yep.
That's really ugly.
It is really.
It's a
I
lot.
need to see the Bible.
They're $3.99. The shoes.
$400. That's
Yeah.
wild. Trump Bible.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
The Son of Man, the Christ.
The man.
President
the
Donald.
Christ?
Yeah.
Oh no! This is written by somebody else.
It's whack. Yeah.
That is really, really.
And
crazy.
he's like the farthest away
Walmart
from.
sells these fucking books. You guys, okay, wait.
Yeah.
Wait. I'm sorry. This is crazy. President Donald J. Trump, the Son of Man, the Christ, written by Helgard Mueller. First of all, I don't know who you are, Helgard Mueller, but fuck yourself. Get fucked.
I've not heard of that one, but yeah, all the evangelicals like think that he's so
Trump,
religious.
He might be
God's
Christ, actually.
God's
Yeah.
appointed leader.
Yes. Oh no. That's his
Cartoon.
That's his angle right now. Is that he's God anointed to do this to save us all.
Did Mother God fuck with Trump? I feel like she
Yes,
would have.
yeah,
Probably.
yeah. I feel like that's like her.
It's the weirdest
Okay.
thing. Like he's the furthest away from being a Christian.
He's the Antichrist.
Yeah. And yet all of the fucking ridiculous bullshit whack job evangelical people like think that he's
But everyone is whack too. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like, I'll like die on this hill. Hate me if you want. I don't fuck with any of them. I think they're all weird. I think they're all whack. I think you're all up to something skeevy.
Yeah.
I think you're probably all doing weird shit to kids and sending money to weird places and doing weird rich people, political people stuff. I don't like it. I don't fuck with it. I think politics are weird. I think the government is weird.
Yeah.
I think taxes are weird. I think it's all weird. I don't like it.
Yeah.
There's something really skeevy about it to me. I'm like, you guys are weird motherfuckers. Why are you all fucking old as fuck?
Yeah.
Why are you all so old?
Why are you so
all
old?
literally like... it's just baffling to me. It's like, you're all weird. You're all old. Like, I know everyone like fucked with Barack Obama. I don't like him. Something about him seems weird to me. Something about him seems weird. I fuck with Michelle. She's kind of cunt. But Barack, no. There's something weird about you. I don't know. To me, to be a man, sorry, not to be sexist.
Yeah.
I'm a man. To be a man and to crave and go after that much power, you have to have something fucking weird going on in your brain.
Yeah.
And I just know that people who are the presidents know things that we don't know.
Oh, they definitely
And
do.
no, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't
Yeah.
like any of it. I think it's weird.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I think it's weird. What are you doing? What are you doing with all that money?
Yeah.
How are we trillions of dollars? First of all, how are you going to give me a credit score and you are $7 trillion in debt?
Yeah.
Don't ever,
Facts.
don't you ever talk to me sideways like that again. Don't email me and tell me that my credit score went down. I'm going to email you and tell you to pay your fucking bills.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you need? Child support?
Yeah.
Like, pay your bills, America. Pay your bills.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Well, we just keep printing money when we need it.
Like, literally
Yeah.
print, it's paper.
Yeah.
Literally, y'all love cutting down a tree. Cut another tree down, okay?
Yeah.
And
Turn
fucking
it
print
in.
me some money and send it to me in the mail, because fuck you. I'm not doing this. I'm not playing this game with them anymore. It's just so stupid to me. I think it's all stupid. I wish I
Totally.
could move to the middle of the woods, but then I couldn't be Beyonce, and that's sad.
Yeah.
That is the.
And
that's
people
the
say you
price.
can't print money because of inflation, but it's like, just don't tell anyone.
Just
Yeah,
literally don't
You know,
tell anyone.
don't tell anyone. Tell
Yeah.
anyone.
Also,
Yeah, but
you
no
don't
one
have to
knows,
print
you
it.
know?
Don't log
you don't
it.
have to
Right.
print it. Go. You don't have to print any money, babe. Go onto my bank account. Add 2 zeros.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a tree spared.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wasted. Every tree spared, actually. You can just go into my account and you can put the fake money that
Yeah.
we already all use every
Yeah.
single day. You can just put more fake money into my account. And then while you're at it, just put more fake money into everyone's account. And then I promise you the vibes will increase tenfold.
The vibes would increase.
Guaranteed to be
also, our
increasing.
military budget alone is like insane. Like, it's just crazy how much money we have to throw at stuff like that. And then when it comes to other things like healthcare, it's like, oops, well, we don't have enough. I'm sorry. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tragic.
Noah Davis, where can everybody find you?
I'm chronically online. So you'll find me there in the depths of the internet. I'm Noah Davis 50 on Instagram and Twitter, and just Noah Davis on TikTok. All my music is under Noah Davis.
Awesome.
Just search up Noah Davis. You'll find it. I'm the big one.
Well,
Yeah, everybody look it
I'm
up. Is
the
there
big,
anything?
I'm the big dude wearing makeup. You'll
I
see it.
think we need a
Yes.
reoccurring guest spot for you.
Yeah.
So
You
we'll
gotta
be
have you
talking
back.
to you again soon.
Yeah.
Please have me back anytime. I
Yeah.
was built for a podcast.
Yes.
No,
This is what
I
was
knew-
made to
I
do.
knew-
Yeah.
I
We talked
knew
for a long
this would be
while.
so
Have fun editing this down.
Yeah.
Yes.
It'll be great.
Is there anything you wanna plug to the people? Be on
Any
the
brand
lookout for.
endorsements that you want to talk about?
Yeah, look at my
bag.
big fucking ass. You can stream my new song, Big Fucking Ass. It's just called BFA. Everywhere. Did we cover anything else today?
We talked about a
Fuck the
lot.
government.
Yep.
Do more drugs.
Yep.
Be gay.
Yep.
Don't go to church.
Yep. No.
And yeah, watch porn. I
Done
think
and
that
done.
about covers our topics for the day.
Yep.
Right?
What was your closeout for the first one?
What did I say?
Go and be gay. What was it?
Be gay and go with God. Maybe I think.
Be gay and
Go
go with
with
God
God.
is really, really great.
Yeah.
Be gay and
My
go with
brother
God.
used to say, like, whenever like a party would end, he would be like, here's to truth, here's to honor. If you can't come in her, come on her. And I used to love that so much. I'm like, that's good.
And on that note, thank you, Noah.
Noah, thank
Of
you.
course. Thank you for having me.
The Ben and Bren Show. See you guys next time.
Peace out.
Stuff you know and stuff you don't. It's the Ben and Bren Show.